America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We agree. All right, Courtney, if we can call the roll, please.
Councilman Dunn?
Present.
Councilwoman Collins?
Here.
Councilman Lopata?
Here.
Councilman Darnell?
Here.
Councilwoman Fisher?
Present.
And hopefully everybody had a chance to look over the meeting minutes of the January 12th executive session and regular meeting. If so, I will.
Motion to approve the minutes of January 12th.
Second.
I have a first and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, consideration of claims.
I have been aware that the claims have been sent electronically to all the council members and reviewed by me, and I'm sure by them as well. So I would be comfortable making a motion to approve the claims.
I have a first
The second.
and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Petitions and public comments from the floor. If there's anybody here that would like to speak to the council, please come to the podium, say your first and last name and your address.
Oh, okay, cool. Greetings, everyone. My name is Alex Sarajewski. I'm a lifelong Chesterton resident. I live in 1344 Admiral Drive, technically in Porter. I'd like to thank all of you for serving the town. Mr. Ton, you were personally my principal in CMS. And I'd also like to commend you for some of the other things, such as speaking out against Indiana redistricting. But what I want to talk to you as a concerned citizen is about the flock cameras. Unfortunately, the claims that the company has made regarding that they've never been compromised are simply not true. In fact, in 2025, on December 22nd, an individual, Jason Kohler, was able to access Flock's 60 Condor cameras in Bakersfield, California, and he was because they were exposed on the open internet, and he was able to access their administration tools, and he was able to track himself as he went about on the town. Unfortunately, these cameras are vulnerable. They're essentially just Android operating systems that you can point an antenna at and gain access to. Something that I've also have more documented instances of individuals using the system not to the best of its ability.
Sure.
And I'd be more than happy to share that with you.
Please.
Absolutely. So yeah, in fact, if you'd all like to take a look.
Sure. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, not a problem. You know, it's not about simply the fact of reading a license plate through a reader. Everybody that travels about, it would be unreasonable to object. You can look at a car in public and look at a license plate. That's not what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's about plugging a license plate into an AI surveillance network that's able to reach across the nation. There's over 90,000 of the cameras across the country. The information is stored in a database. And as a citizen, it disturbs me that we are building a database in which all of our movements can be tracked about. I mean, I think about this. This is something that would make the Soviet Union envious of us. Yeah. I would just like to urge you to do the right thing and to reconsider the contract with Flock. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for the information.
Okay.
Is there anybody else that would like to speak to the council this evening? No. All right, moving forward, reports from the officials and department heads. Police.
Jim.
Good evening, Council. If I could launch it over to Cisco to do the first part, and then I'll give you the second.
Of course.
Good evening, Council. In your packet was a letter that I drafted requesting permission to purchase a vehicle. This will be part of our routine swap out of our vehicles. And what I was looking to do is pilot a EV vehicle program. So I'm looking to purchase a 2025 Blazer EV. It's a police pursuit vehicle. The initial purchase price and upfitting is about $2,000, a little over $2,000 more than a regular gasoline-powered patrol vehicle. However, based on some data I collected from our fuel history reports, as well as the FleetMate system that the street department uses to track our maintenance, you'll find in that letter that we're looking possibly at saving about $3,300 a year in fuel and maintenance. which over the typical 8-year service life of one of our police cars, about almost $30,000 that we'd probably save. Another thing to consider with this is that the typical gasoline-powered vehicles powertrain warranty is about 5 years, 60,000 miles. The Blazer EV comes with an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty, which covers the battery and drive components, which is about the lifespan of our vehicles. So the vehicle would be fully under factory warranty during the entire time that we would own it.
And that's the big thing, the battery, because
Correct.
that's the expensive
Correct.
part.
Correct. And as far as with charging, I think we could get away at first with, we have it includes a adapter so that you can use the Tesla power chargers that are in town. So I don't know initially that maybe any infrastructure would be needed, but if so, I've gotten some quotes and it's pretty cost effective to be able to install one level 2 charger, which is a 240 volt charger at the police station. I figure we can do that for under $3,000. So.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
So with your permission, they have them in stock. They're on the dealer's lot, and as soon as approved and Courtney provides a check, we're able to take delivery and start that process of getting it outfitted.
I have a question.
Thank you, Siska.
Have you had conversation with any other departments that are using this particular car?
Yes, I did talk to the chief of Walkerton PD in St. Joe County, just right outside of South Bend. They've had one for a little over a year now, and they had nothing but great things to say about it.
It seems like it's the wave of the future, and it's something that we can still save some money on despite the initial cost, make up in the long run. And I believe that it's time to maybe do some experimenting and see what we can come up with on this. So I will make a motion that we approve the purchase of the electric vehicle. And there may be offsetting grants that I will investigate for charging station.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you, Jim. All right, we have a motion.
Appreciate it. Do you have a second?
I have a second. Any discussion? No, I just will say before we vote, I appreciate this. I think it's good to look into more sustainable options, and I know that they've come a long way in the last 10 years. So I think this is great. I think it's good for the community. So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have it.
Thank you, Council.
You're welcome.
Council, if you don't mind, could I have the pleasure of introducing our 2 new officers that one started 2 weeks ago and one started
Yes.
today?
We'd love to have that.
If we could please call up Officer Chris Mans and Officer Tyler Oberholzer. And if I could just tell you briefly real quick, Officer Chris Mans comes to us from the Michigan City Police Department where he had 6 years of seniority.
Welcome.
He was a former canine handler. Recently, he was promoted to corporal and he was a supervisor in a patrol division. Tyler Oberholzer, comes to us from the McHenry County Sheriff's Department. He was only there a very short time and he missed Indiana. So he looked us up here in Chesterton.
That.
But he spent 7 years at the LaPorte County Sheriff's Department,
Right.
where he was a road deputy, but he was also in many specialized units, that being SWAT, SCUBA, and Marine Patrol.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
very nice.
And in that time, he was with the Sheriff's Department. He had 6 letters of commendation. So we're excited to have both of these gentlemen. I don't know them real well personally, but I know them enough personally that they're going to be fine additions to what we built here in Chesterton. So if we may ask for our clerk treasurer to do a ceremonial swearing in,
Absolutely.
please.
Very good.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Tyler Oberholzer,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana
and the Constitution of the State of Indiana
and the ordinances of the Town of Chesterton,
and the ordinances of the Town of Chesterton,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge my duties
discharge my duties
as a police officer
as a police officer
in Porter County, Indiana,
in Porter County, Indiana,
according to the laws and the best of my ability,
according to the laws and the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Council, I would just like to take a minute and thank Assistant Chief Rodriguez for the work he did in looking into the vehicles. And quite honestly, had it not been for the 8-year battery life warranty, we probably wouldn't have brought it to you. But with the town developing its own sustainability commission and our partnership with NERC, now we have an 8-year warranty for the battery. It just seemed like the right thing to do. And Cisco did a lot of legwork on this, and I appreciate it.
Well done. We appreciate it as well.
That's all I have.
All right, very good. Fire.
Good evening again, council, tonight. Just a couple things on fire. First of all, what a nice time again to have a rededication, just like we did last year with the police department. So that was wonderful tonight, and I think it was well attended on that end. So, like I said, I'm glad to be the chief of the department and be able to help lead that. And council, again, thank you so much for what you guys have done. On the fire end, remember smoke detectors for rental units are due in by January 31st. So all landlords have to have smoke detectors per town ordinance, and they have till the 31st, and the forms can be picked up at the fire department or on the town website and then sent back in by email or in person here to the fire department. And I just want to talk about this past weekend was pretty busy. Friday night, all day Friday, I know police department too, but we spent a lot of time up on that highway, 94. And matter of fact, myself, I worked a 24-hour tour with the guys and was up on that highway trying to keep my engine off of there because it was whiteout conditions. But the guys and girls, today's crew that is working did a great job out there running around, responding to emergencies. And then yesterday, we had the fire in Liberty Township. We emptied out the town here, and then we came back, and 6 of us, we filled up 2 trucks to man the town of Chesterton. So it's been a busy weekend, and the guys and girls did a great job, especially in the conditions that we were afforded out there, what we have to deal with. But it's what we chose to do. But I also like to make sure, get a lot of credit for it too, because they did a great job out there. And then everybody coming back yesterday to backfill to cover the town. It wasn't pleasant out there, at least. So for police and fire, both. Take care of each other. So that is the report now from the fire department. Thank you, Council.
Sean.
I'd like to take, if I may, Madam Chair,
Of course.
a moment to commend the fire department for the work that they're doing and fitting in the new additions and the remodeling at the fire department. I did take a tour. I was privileged to be able to look around, and it's coming together very well. And it shows a lot of ownership by the members of the department in that facility. They're starting to make it theirs, which we want them to feel. They're there, a long time, and to not be comfortable where you are is not a good thing. So there are 3 professional fire departments in Porter County. This is one of them, and I think we're right up there with the rest. So thank you, Chief.
All right. Clerk Treasurer.
Good evening. Department's been busy with year end, and we've been working on that taxes. And then also the business registrations, we've already received over 150.
Wow.
Which is a lot considering I think last year we didn't make it over 200, but we've been really pushing for it, especially electronically. But businesses can still get them in. They're due January 31st. And everything else I have is later on.
Perfect. Thank you. Street sanitation center services.
Good evening. I have 2 banner requests to start out with, both from the Chamber of Commerce. The first one is for the Corkscrew and Brew, which is on March 14th. And the second banner request is the Chesterton Holiday Market. They have 2 weekends, the weekend of 28th of November and December 5th. And they would like to hang a banner for that event. So
make a motion, we approve both banner requests.
I have first.
Yeah, second.
And a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I opposed.
thank you. And then we submitted a letter for equipment for this year. We have a 2016 pickup truck. It's 10 years old. We typically like to replace them around 8 years, but we did get a couple extra years out of this truck. And a new pickup, it's approximately 57,000. And that funding would come from local road and street, but we would like to go ahead and cycle that truck out. We're not sure what they'll give us for a trade-in. If it's
Sure.
not very good, we'll keep it and try and put it in the auction.
Okay.
Did you guys get the most out of your truck? So I'll make a motion that we approve that.
I'll second.
request.
We have a first and second. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The second piece of equipment is a 25-year-old brush chipper. Can't believe we got that many years out of
I
it, but
know.
Seriously, 25 years.
yeah, if you see us out cutting trees in the summer, I mean, it's a piece of equipment we use a lot. So the mechanics really have done a good job at keeping this thing running, but it's reached its life expectancy, and it's something that we're going to use on a regular basis. So we would just like to start the research process, and Dan's going to do some research and see the different type of units and how much they'll cost. We think it's somewhere around 130,000, maybe cheaper, but we just wanted approval to start that search, and then we would come back with a definite price.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that you guys start that search.
Yeah,
Back
second.
Very good. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? You have it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then the last is, of course, this last weekend with the weather.
Oh,
We
no.
started on
You guys have been busy.
Friday afternoon, and it's a little unusual when you're used to sleeping at night, and then all of a sudden you're thrown in the 12-hour shifts. So kudos to the guys. Dan and I appreciate their dedication and hard work, and we had the guys working the midnight shifts, and it was just a long weekend. We did expend a little bit of money in salt and fuel.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, things worked out pretty well. And if anybody travels out of town, we don't get out of town, so we don't see other areas. But we've had comments that the guys have done a really good job.
It's a noticeable difference how our streets are. And, we did purchase more salt. I know we were going to be getting low. Hopefully
Right.
this
Yep.
is not a trend and it doesn't continue. But
Now, this is a very unusual weekend that we
Yeah.
used this much. It was
yeah,
below freezing. We had wind chills of 20 below, so the salt wasn't working that well. But when we applied it, it would continue to snow, so we'd have to plow and reapply.
Mhm.
The end result was this afternoon we were down the pavement, and there were state highways that still had snow cover. So
It's true.
yes, yeah.
a process worked.
We appreciate
I've
your
heard similar
efforts.
comments as well about the difference between here and there.
Yeah, well done.
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, building. Oh, sorry, light engineering.
Engineering.
Sorry.
You're okay.
like-
Good evening, council.
Hidden under there.
Emergency vehicle preemption project.
Mhm.
I've received 4 proposals. We had to go out for an RFP for the construction engineering services as part of the NDOT process.
Yeah.
I've received 4 of those applications today.
Okay.
Today was the due date. So of course, I'll review those and follow the NDOT procedures to review them. And then I'll come back to make a recommendation to you for which firm that we'll hire for that process. And then, and it was Ithaca Group, American Structure Point, Marsh, and Robinson Engineering for the 4. And that's all I have for engineering.
All right, thank
Might
you.
add that's a 90-10 grant for NERC.
Yeah, it's great.
So we'll be working our best to get that.
Excellent.
Building.
So some good news, 754 Indian Boundary Road, the vacant Pizza Hut building has been bought, and Tex Taco took out a building permit to remodel, commercial remodel. So it's they're out of Humble, Texas. We don't know a lot about them, but we've been working with them to get the process. Texas versus Indiana, our processes are different, I guess.
I bet they are. I
And-
bet they are.
Yeah, my process was really different. So,
Yes, I'm
so
sure.
No kidding.
Tristan, I'll give Tristan and Alex a lot of credit. They dealt weekly with them, and
Yep.
we would see the same email go back, and I would be like, okay, I'll get it one of these days. But
Yeah.
so they're actually working. They're doing the demo now. They have a ways to go because they still need to work with the Porter County Health Department, which we've repeatedly told them they need to get that ball rolling. So I wouldn't expect anything immediate, but they are starting to work. But
Okay.
so we'll have a
That's
guess
exciting.
it's a
good.
taco place.
Thank
What was
you.
the name again?
Tex Taco. If you search them, Texaco keeps coming up. So you got to be. It's so I finally figured it out, and I'm not the good guy at doing this. So, but they do exist out of Humble, Texas.
Okay.
Humble.
Yeah.
Hey, this is.
Yeah.
High test.
High test. Yeah. That's a lot of states to cross to try it out.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Park.
Good evening, Council. I just want to thank our guys for the work they do in keeping our trails clear for the community to use throughout the winter. Back in 2023, we worked with NERC to install a trail counter at the 23rd Street trail crossing. Last year, that counter picked up 242 counts per day, which comes out to 88,000 for the year. Granted, those aren't unique usage. If you cross one way and come back the other, it's going to get you twice.
Sure.
But it still gives you an idea about the usage out there on that trail. We would like to work with NERC to get counters at a few other sections of that trail, and then the Westchester Liberty Trail as well here pretty soon. Also want to mention the Park Foundation. We began meeting regularly last year. We kind of laid the groundwork for the group. Even with being in the early stages, that group was able to raise over $8,200 last year.
Wow.
Again, with pretty minimal effort, but we're excited to support some of the projects we plan to pursue for the park bond.
Awesome. Very good. That's exciting. Perfect.
That's all I had. Thank you.
All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
Tyler. Attorney?
Good evening, Council. Congratulations on your ribbon cutting, another ribbon cutting for this council. I think everything went excellently tonight. Credit to Mark and Matt for putting the finishing touches on it. I just have a couple things. I introduced to most of you our new associate attorney, Haley, who's attending tonight's meeting with me. She joined us in November, and we're just getting her feet wet and exploring all parts of our practice. The other thing related to this building, I had a call last week with Mark and Matt and Courtney to start working on a use policy and some rules for your community room. So we hope to have that draft ready for you to review shortly.
Great.
And that's it.
Thank you, Connor. All right. Utilities.
Well, happy to report we've fared pretty well throughout this crazy weather, and kind of kudos to the team for their dedication and efforts of keeping everything operating. It's not always fun and safe pulling pumps in below zero weather, and it's
Scary.
not safe at all, but the guys did a great job and no incidents or nothing. So kudos to the team.
Very good.
Great.
Thanks, Dave.
That's great.
All right. Economic development.
I just have a brief update. Councilwoman Collins and myself met with the YMCA this week, and we had a great meeting. They could not say enough positive things about our team, specifically Mark and Matt, and all the time and help that you guys have put into their project. They're very appreciative, and they just couldn't stop saying how great you are.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. It was really a positive meeting. We talked about what we're intending to do with the comprehensive plan and creating some corridors and creating the healthy living campus corridor. They're really excited about that and working together to help promote that project and making sure that we're, in lock and step and both well prepared for grant opportunities that we might be able to partner in the future. So that all went well. And then we have the land use meeting on the 29th with Structure Point, which is the next step of our comprehensive plan. And that's all I have for now.
Thank you. And then, Jim, did you want to do your updates now, or would you like to wait until the end?
Anytime, you're the chair.
Okay,
You
go
tell
ahead.
me and I'll do it.
That'll be great. You can
All
go
right.
ahead and give those updates.
All right, under old business, under item 11, new business and updates. The NERC
meeting, Northwest Indiana Regional Planning Commission, full commission meeting was postponed on the 15th of January because of weather conditions. So we'll have a full commission meeting then in February. And at that meeting, the executive board will be appointed. And I have been already notified that my membership on the executive committee will be renewed.
Great.
Wonderful.
So,
Congratulations.
thank you. I enjoyed the work there. The other update was on the Porter County Waste Reduction and Recycling Committee. The Board of Directors will be meeting this Thursday, and I've been reappointed to that position on the Porter County Recycling Waste Reduction Committee. So I don't have much to do, you know. So, at any rate, I believe in the environment more than I do being busy. So it's very important for me personally to do what I can do to improve our environment wherever it needs to be improved, whether it's the streets or anything else that has to happen. I want to be involved with that. So the way to do it is to put the time in.
Well said.
So that's on the list, and I don't have any other comments until you're ready for comments. So.
Very good. Thank you, Jim. Public hearings, bid openings, remonstrances, we have none. Ordinances and or resolution. Looks like we have resolution 2026-02, transfer of funds.
Yes, before you is resolution number 2026-02, a resolution of the Town Council of the Town of Chesterton regarding the transfer of funds. I believe this is just some cleanup for Courtney's purposes for last year. If there's any, it's before you for action.
Very good. I will entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we approve resolution 2026-02.
You have a second.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Resolution passes. All right, communications.
There were none.
Old business, town hall and fire remodel.
All right. Well, congratulations again. This is a successful ribbon cutting today, and today is also the project's final completion date. We sent a letter to Larson Danielson today with some items that are still remaining, and we'll work with them closely to resolve those items. Also wanted to note that we did install there's little things that are getting done, like handrails that are behind you. And we're still working on the white nosing that'll go on the dais step. So making little tweaks and improvements as the project goes along. But we're also preparing change order number 5 that'll come before you at our next council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, new business and or updates. Anybody have anything? No? All right, comments from the board. I will start with you, Mr. Tun.
Well, thank you very much. I want to take a minute to pay tribute to Helen Winder, who was Chesterton clerk treasurer for many years. She was the clerk treasurer when I began this odyssey some years ago, and couldn't have been more gracious and helpful. Got me on track. I was appointed to the board that first time after the passing of Fritz Dietrich, a longtime member of the town council, who passed during his tenure on that election cycle. And that's when I made the commitment to serve the town. And I believe I've made that effort consistently. But I also want to notify everybody that Helen's son, Scott Winder, was a sidekick of Skip Highwood, and one of the first fire employees that we had. We'd have full-time employees that were volunteers then, but he was one of the people that helped Skip run the department back then, Scott Winder. So I just wanted to pay tribute to Helen. She was very helpful, and I probably could not have gotten off to a cold start like that in the middle of a term without her graciousness and contributions. So I appreciated that very much. Sad to see her go.
Yeah. Ms. Fisher.
I just have a quick comment. as we sit here in this stunning room, I must say we have a great team and everybody works so well together. We're truly fortunate in Chesterton. We're in a really great place, and it has taken us a while to get here, but I'm super excited for the year and thank everybody for your hard work. That's all I got.
Thank you. Mr. Licata? Mrs. Darnell?
Thanks, everybody. Brought it home. We did a good job. Everybody got along, little kicking and screaming, little hair pulling, but it's done.
It's done.
And it's great.
Very
And
good.
we're all still speaking to you.
We are.
Well, today, you know.
Today. All right. With that, I will entertain a motion.
You have a motion.
I have a first.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Yay.